Jesus, help me. Nigeria, help me. My husband is in trouble. 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 My husband is in trouble.
So this is one of the sad political developments that has happened or it's happening in Rivers State since the suspension of the governor of Rivers State and the imposition of a statewide state of emergency across the state by the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, following the crisis between the immediate past governor and now FCT minister Nweke and the current governor Sir Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. Here is the wife of the immediate past head of service, Judge Nweke. From this video, you can feel the sense of frustration and fear from his wife, following from what seems to be an abduction of her husband in Abuja, getting him to sign his resignation. Just take a listen.
It's what he's handing over to them. That he doesn't know anything about this 15 billion they're talking about. They said Abuja gave them every information they need. That my husband is trying to cover Fubara. He said he's trying to cover the governor. That they have heard that it's his friend. They have heard that it's his friend though. That he's just trying to cover up. My husband says he's not trying to cover up anything. That he doesn't think that there's anything like that. There's anything like 15 billion naira. That he's not aware. That he's not aware. That he's just the head of service. He doesn't know anything about finance of the state. So when they pressured him to sign that document, he said he will not sign. That instead of him to sign, he will resign. He just resigned and come in the office. I was in the office when he called me that he has resigned. I said, what happened? He said, till I come back. When I came back, I asked him. He started telling me that they brought a document. That the document is that they found another $15 million, $15 billion naira. 15 billion naira that the governor did not declare. And he told that he doesn't know anything about that one. That what he handed over to them is what the governor handed over to him. And when they pressurized him, he said no, instead of all this wahala, let him leave them. He now wrote his resignation that he's not working again. He cannot come and sign what he does not know. He cannot come and sign what is not true. Where is the 15 billion naira coming from that he would not sign? Instead of signing, let him go. That was how he resigned. So this morning, he told me that his friend, one of his friends from Abua, I think he said his name is Ogiri. He said it's Ogiri from Abua. That he has sent him ticket to come and let them discuss. I said, okay, but I have Monday, Sunday. And today is our dinner. Today being Friday. It's our dinner party. I told him to stay at night in Monday. Let us finish this program. He said he would just go and come back. Let him just go and know where he's calling him. That was how he left. When he got to airport, when he got to Abuja, he called that they have landed. I said, thank God. He said he will keep me posted. That was all. The next thing I saw this morning, I had this night, people were calling me. They said they got an interview. I said, what interview? Interview for what? What was it I saw? Things flying on the internet. Then he got an interview. That's what happened. I said, that is not my husband. That is not my husband. So I sent him a message. I said, are you under duress? I sent him a message. I said, have they kidnapped you? Talk to me now. Why not talking to me? Where's the message I sent to him? Send the message I sent to him. I sent to him message. I sent to him message when I saw this online. Oh, Jesus, help me. Nigeria, help me. My husband is in trouble. 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 Look at the message I sent to him. See the message I sent to him. I said, Daddy, why? I said, where are you in hostage? I said, why didn't you talk to me? These are the messages I sent to him. Oh, he did not reply me. His numbers are not going through. His numbers are not going through. Nigeria, help me. Nigeria, help me.
So following to her frustration for her not being able to get across to the husband, having been abducted in Abuja, to get him to resign, she puts a call across to the governor of Rivers State. Just take a listen.
Is that governor?
Yes.
If I'm this way, my husband is in trouble. Where could I help you?
What happened?
People should help you. He went to Abuja this morning. I remember he said his friend Ogiri from Abu called him. My husband is in trouble. No. I can't get this so. I can't get this so. My husband is in trouble. No. My husband is in trouble. No. All his wealth has finished off. If you should help me, my husband is in trouble.
No,
My husband is in trouble.
madam, I don't know. I saw something this evening that they granted media this thing. I don't. So I'm even surprised that.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. I don't know, but he's in hospital. They have killed him. I don't know if he's alive. Man, could I help me? Man, could I help me? Man, could I help me? Man, could I help me?
All right. Okay. No. No. It's okay. You're sure you're not aware of this is action?
I don't know. He told me in the morning that his friend, I remember, he said so.
No, you know why I'm asking. You know why I'm asking. At least there's nothing that happens that he doesn't share with you. Where have I offended him, and where would he cook this level of lies against me? Where have I offended you people? After everything I've done for you people.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. So please help me. I don't know how to find him. People should find Ogiri's number. Let him provide my husband though. I remember he said Ogiri for my boy. Now he said ticket to come this morning, no. I said we'll have Monday, Sunday. I'm the chairman of the Monday, Sunday. Where will you go now? Where will you go now? Leave me here. How will I do this program alone in the church? He said he's coming back today. He's coming back today. Oh, Jesus Christ. How can you see? Help me. Help me. My husband is in trouble. Help me, please.
It's okay. No. Were they threatening him or what? Because I know at least.
I don't know now. Jesus, he's in trouble. This is not Igbo. He's in trouble. His phones are switched off. I sent a message on WhatsApp. I said, I'm in a hostage. I said, why would you do this to me? He did not respond, though. I have been calling since, though. I'm finished, though. Where is my husband? Oh, can you provide my husband, though? Oh, can you provide my husband?
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. We'll try to see what we can do. No problem.
Oh, God, please help me.
It's okay.
Please help me.
No problem.
Please
You
help
know,
me.
anything anybody is doing in this life, if you do a good, you will meet good. If you do bad, definitely you will get your reward for the evil. You know my relationship with him. I don't know where I've offended him that he will cook this level of lies against me.
It's not Shimo. It's not. He cannot. He cannot. He decided that he cannot sign anything against you. He decided that he cannot sign anything against you. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, when he came back, I said,
So, having been coerced and intimidated to sign his resignation, according to his wife, this is the press release granted by the immediate past head of service of Rivers State, Judge Nweke, a press briefing indicting his principal, the governor of Rivers State, who appointed him the head of service of Rivers State. One thing is sure, this is politics of desperation taken too far in Rivers State and Nigeria at large. Let's hear your reactions and commentaries right below this video. Thank you for watching. Please smash the subscribe button.
This is a press briefing by my humble self, Dr. George Nweke, FCA MNI, immediate past head of service of Rivers State. My dear people of Rivers State, it is with humility and every sense of responsibility and a sense of patriotism that I stand to address you today as your former head of service and someone who served from my heart. You will recall that I was appointed as head of service by our suspended governor, Governor Fubara, Grand Service of Rivers State. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to serve as head of service. With loads of misinformation on print and electronic media, I've chosen to put the records straight. I was not sacked. Neither was I pressured to resign. I did so willingly from the depth of my heart. However, as an insider and a key player in the administration, and by my position, who worked closely with the suspended governor, it would be unfair for me to keep mute or for me not to address some key factors that have affected or that will affect our state if we continue on this trajectory. And I pause to say that good men must talk so that things will put right. I want to use this medium to thank Mr. President for a swift intervention in Rivers State crisis, especially on the declaration of the state of emergency that was declared and assented to by our National Assembly. You will recall that when the governor was suspended, as head of service, I was the next in command, so I'm not speaking as an outsider or as a novice. I'm speaking as an insider and as someone that has much information. If not for the intervention of Mr. President, Nigeria would have faced the worst economic sabotage and Rivers State would have been in flames, and by extension, other neighboring states, because of the level of insider destruction that I saw. First, it all started with the State House of Assembly, where the governor, Sir Fubara, directed his chief of staff to burn down the assembly in a way to avert the suspected impeachment. That evening, Edison was in Government House with many of his boys, including the former chairman of Obiakpo, one Mr. Chijoke Ihunwo. I was there with them when a bag of money was handed over to Edison for that operation, though I did not actually know what it was meant for or the amount inside. I want to tell Rivers people today, the House Assembly was complex. In Moscow Road was clearly brought down by the do of Edison and some of his cohorts. Under the instruction of the sitting governor then, I challenged them to an open confrontation, and this will make us to throw more light on this. A day after that incident, I almost resigned, but I was very scared because I know the power of a sitting governor, and he knew that I'm aware of the whole plan and that I am discomforted with the unconscionable acts and deliberate posture of innocence and mien of a sheep. Another attempt was also made to destroy the residential quarters of the House Assembly members, if not for the press conference that was made there by Rivers youths, Rivers elders, and National Assembly members. That would have been another barbaric demolition in Rivers State. I came to realize that they actually wanted to demolish that second building because after some weeks, he, the governor, personally told me, a company of others, that he knew that if he knew early, he would have gone to pull down their hall before visiting the residential quarters of the assembly, and that he didn't actually know what they had, that they had such a beautiful hall where they are using now for sitting. I was so shocked, rudely shocked. And I asked myself, how could a man that wants to lead his people be destroying his state's assets and wasting public funds in a needless ego fight? Thirdly, I want to advise some key stakeholders who have condemned the state of emergency made by the President and confirmed by the National Assembly to retract their statements. They are speaking from points of ignorance. I also understand that they are only seeing the surface. Yes. If they had knowledge, they will even be commending Mr. President even openly. If the President did not take proactive steps, no one knows who would have been affected by the sinister plans that we are cooking. While I thank Mr. President for the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State, for a period of 6 months, I will plead with him not to give up on Rivers State affairs because a lot is going on there with Governor Fubara. One of the factors that got me removed was when Governor Fubara told me that they will use the judge to decide who will become the next president of Nigeria. And I asked him, how will that work? Is it by votes or by what means? I'm still worried. I'm still worried. He clearly told me that he is the chief security officer of Rivers State and his brother is in charge of Bayelsa State. And all the pipelines are under their care, that at the appropriate time, they will tell the boys what to do, and fund was not an issue at all. That was when he made that statement in his public function, that, and I quote, I will tell the boys what to do at the appropriate time. Deep down in me, I knew that something was up, and perhaps the time was near. He boasted to be the David that will bring down the Goliath of Rivers State, that he has the backing of the cream de la cream in the state, the likes of our former governor, Dr. Peter Odele, and family promised to use their contacts in the judiciary, including some members of the University Council, to break new grounds for him. The plan was to start from just-speaking areas to destroy oil facilities, to remove attention from the job and make it have a statewide look. The Goni, Oyibo, and other areas were to be bombed first before the Jaw zones. This would have brought down the government of President Tinubu and usher in a new president from the coalition of political parties with a vice president, possibly himself, as he was questioned. The media was recaptured by paying heavily for airtime and retaining the social media influencers and known social critics in their payroll. I'm not aware of what this revelation means, but I'm doing this to free my conscience and warn those innocent persons that are used to sway public sentiment that there is more than meets the eyes in the Rivers matter. Sometime I sleep over in government house, it has started becoming very uncomfortable when Governor Bala Muhammad and some other stakeholders started several natural visits to Rivers State. I recall that one of such visits, he told me that he would support Bala Muhammad for president or any other northerner. That discussion is still ongoing, I'm very sure. I was not bothered about who he supports or not. I was more concerned about the quantum of state resources that were being released to these visitors at each of those unwanted visits. Let me draw the attention of Nigeria Labour Congress to call the chairman of the Rivers State chapter to order to avoid politicizing labor. I am privy to several private meetings between the governor and the labor leaders in the state, and largesse that accompanied each meeting to compromise the labor union. And I was to ask, why? What is actually the benefits to get from all this unnecessary destruction? More worrisome is several meetings between the governor, his chief of staff, and some militant leaders. Details of these meetings are not privy to, since I was not allowed into such meetings. However, each meeting ended with huge sums of money paid attendees in hard currency. I wish to state categorically that Rivers people are indeed Nigerians are the beneficiary of the declaration of state of emergency rule in Rivers State, and not Governor Fubara. Neither is it our former minister, Chief Nweke. Finally, I wish to call on Mr. President to urge the school administrator to step up his guards and be very vigilant, because I am aware of the sinister arrangements and dastardly plans to continue to hatch their plans if not put in check. This accounts for the organized media condemnations and seeming public outcry against Mr. President and National Assembly. those who love democracy, those who love Rivers State, those who love development in any ramification, and those who love humanity in general will always protect humanity and democracy. Mr. President, sir, you have just protected democracy and humanity in Rivers State. You are our hero in Rivers State. Thank you, sir. I can now sleep having cleared my conscience. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live Rivers State. This is personally signed by me, Dr. George Chimeze Nweke, FCA, MNI, former head of service of Rivers State. Thank you.